the link between the dead British businessman and the Communist Party boss, why is that so important?
Yeah, very important, John, because this is a drama, a story of, as you said, there of intrigue, mystery and betrayal that's very much played itself out within China. Now it's going global because Neil Heywood, this British businessman, is being directly linked to Bo Xilai and his removal as the Communist Party chief of Chongqing. As you say, they're a city of about 30 million plus people. Now, it goes back to this. If you remember back in February, Bo Xilai's right-hand man, his former top cop, Wang Lijun, spectacularly broke from Bo. He went to an American consulate. He sought refuge there. He was seeking asylum. Now, reports at the time said that he feared for his life and that apparently or allegedly had incriminating information about Bo Xilai himself. Bo, of course, was then later removed from his post. Now we're hearing a little bit more about Neil Heywood, this British businessman who was found dead in a Chongqing hotel last October. A lot of speculation about the cause of death. Authorities say it was because of an excess amount of alcohol, alcoholic poisoning, basically. We spoke to someone who knew Heywood, who was a business associate of his, and said that he never appeared to be a big drinker. Adding further mystery here, a company in China that was formed by former agents from MI6, the British intelligence agency, have also been linked to Heywood and in fact put out a statement of condolence about his death. The British government are now asking it to be investigated. Where Bo Xilai and Neil Heywood come together is, again, media reports quoting those diplomatic sources close to what happened in the American consulate, saying that Wang Lijun fell out with Bo Xilai, his boss, after he raised questions and suspicions that Neil Heywood had in fact been poisoned. So Heywood now, the British involved, Bo Xilai removed, Wang Lijun, the top cop, who's now disappeared, apparently under lock and key here in China, and everybody hanging on, wanting to know what happened here, trying to connect the dots, John.
Yeah, this is a very, very complicated story, a lot of moving parts, a lot of people and some very strange sounding names as well. But if we look at the overall picture, in terms of China purging the Communist Party of a top official like Bo Xilai, how big is that? Because something like that hasn't happened for a very long time, has it?
No, it hasn't. Of course, you know, during the uproar, during the Cultural Revolution, the Maoist era, there were numerous purges. But now, to have this happen, and to happen to such a man as Bo Xilai, as you recall, John, this is not just anyone. This is someone who's considered a princeling, someone whose father was a right-hand man of Mao, someone whose father was a cultural revolutionary hero, a communist revolutionary hero. Bo Xilai was seen as someone who was destined for the very top. Wasn't that long ago. His name was being put about as potentially a future president of China. He was expected to move into the inner sanctum of the Politburo this year. That's what's raised so much speculation here about what the real motives are. And Bo Xilai was never a shrinking violet. In Chongqing, many people there he's very much feted, particularly amongst the poorer people there, who say that he improved the economy. He went very hard after organised crime there, broke up criminal gangs, but he was also someone who very much put himself forward as being redder than red, you know, chanting Maoist-era slogans, singing communist cultural revolutionary songs. This is someone who was a big target, very much communist royalty, if you like, and has been brought down. Now we're hearing about more suspicion. Neil Heywood linked to it as well. You can see why this has rapidly gathered momentum.